The big game is this Sunday. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And the question on everyone's mind, Cenk has not stopped talking about it all day. How is Taylor Swift going to make it to the game? Of course, she's in Tokyo right now, as we all know. And surprise, she'll be taking her private jet from Tokyo to Las Vegas. She isn't the only one flying in luxury. Despite her 5,548-mile flight, hundreds of private jets will be descending upon Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, which is a major source of planet-warming carbon emissions. They are expected to arrive in the next couple days. The Super Bowl typically draws the highest number of US private jet flights of any event during the course of a year, according to WingX, which tracks private jet traffic. Clark County expects more than 1,000 private jets to fly into one of 4 airports in or near Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, likely setting a record for that form of transportation for the well-heeled. Last year's big game drew 920 planes flying to and from the game in suburban Phoenix. According to WingX, the record was 984 jets taking fans to Miami in 2020, just before the pandemic hit. That is a lot of carbon emissions. Transport and Environment, a European organization that advocates for greener transportation, estimates that private jets emit 5 to 14 times more pollutants per passenger than commercial aircraft and 50 times more than trains. Now, college student Jack Sweeney, who has published Taylor Swift's flight paths and carbon emissions data, has been threatened with legal action by Swift and her team for tracking her private jet flights, even though it's publicly available information. In 2022, he was cited in an analysis that estimated Swift was the biggest celebrity carbon dioxide polluter of the year. I mean, that's better than Times Person of the Year. That's pretty big. And it looks like her flight from Tokyo to Las Vegas will put her in the running to earn that title again this year. Using the model of jet Swift owns, a Dassault Falcon 7X, a flight from Tokyo would burn fuel equivalent to about 40 metric tons of emissions, Ocampo said, which is a lot more than the carbon footprint of your average US resident, but a microcosm of what's going to happen with the climate impact. The carbon footprint that's going to happen this weekend. So, I mean, we're taking our yacht later. Can I hop on your jet this weekend and head to the Super Bowl?
Well, maybe you can, because I'm about to shock the world by defending Taylor Swift.
Really?
Oh, okay. Now why? Obviously, because the conservatives are right. The conspiracy theory that they have, except at halftime, she's endorsing me. Okay, no. So I don't care like who she's gonna endorse, etc. But I am gonna defend her on 2 grounds. And I don't want you to get me wrong. Like the fact that the number of private jets going to Vegas is mental. And the number of rich people in the world is amazing. So my wife and I were thinking of taking the kids to go skiing in spring break, which is already like, we feel kind of luxurious about it. But we're like, let's find a cheap place because it's tough on a budget, etc. So we're like, Montana, maybe Montana slopes will be cheap, right? There's a hotel there we found that average night for one hotel room is $6,500 and they're sold out. Like, there's so many unbelievably rich people.
Don't you watch Yellowstone? That's the whole concept.
That's what we thought.
That's the whole concept behind Yellowstone, is that there's so many billionaires in Montana. That's the whole concept. I am so, as a Swiftie, man, this is the one. Thanks for bumming me out, man. Like I thought she did no wrong.
Yeah.
And now she's just farting up plane emissions left and right, and I didn't even think of that. She's got to get she's got to get everywhere to bring her love and light, but she's got to get there using these farty carbon planes, and man, I'm sad now.
Okay.
With the defense, I think I know where you're going to go, and I hear you. Like,
I have 2 defenses.
She's not a normal person, and she has like maybe a billion fans. I don't know. She's got millions and millions and millions of fans all around the world. She's extremely recognizable. Realistically, and it's you're not going to say this and get a lot of praise. She can't fly commercial.
Yeah,
people are too insane.
Yeah.
What she should do.
I would tackle her if I saw her in first. If I saw her in first class, I would tackle her and be like, oh my God, I love you so much. Her life is in danger on a commercial
For
flight.
sure. And the response though should be, here is a colossal donation to offset the emissions.
No, she does.
She does do that?
They claim, so that's part of my defense. They claim that she offsets emissions twice-fold. Okay, so, and
She's back. Oh my God, thank you. I knew it. So, Taylor, I knew it.
I knew it. Okay, look guys, full defense. So number one, there's 999 other jets there. The reason they're picking on Taylor Swift is because right-wingers have decided they hate her now. And so what they do is if there's a good person in the world and they're wealthy, they'll go and go, oh yeah, aren't you being hypocritical by being wealthy and having a private jet and a mansion and a yacht? Okay, why don't you just give it away, huh, you socialist? First of all, she never claimed to be a socialist, okay? And then it's easy to do this private jet trick, but did you ever see in the news people going, can you believe that oil executive just taking his jet somewhere? No, because the media goes, oh no, that makes sense. He's already burning up the world. He's already a terrible person, but we're not gonna share that with our viewers or our readers. We're not gonna pick them out of a crowd and go, look at this evil guy. Not only is he taking a private jet, he's burning up the entire planet with his company that does literally 1,000,000 times the damage, or maybe even 1,000,000,000 times the damage, okay? So the bad guys get a free ride. You're allowed to have your mansions. You're allowed to destroy the planet. It's okay because you're not being hypocritical. No, it's not hypocritical to be a good person and do the best you can, right? And to your guys' point about flying commercial, look, I knew Daryl Dawkins a little bit. So he's a legendary former basketball player, and he played with the Sixers a long time. So he lived in Jersey, I lived in Jersey, and he lived a couple houses down from my parents. Okay, so I went and played basketball a couple times. Did I beat him? Yeah, I did. So not a big deal. Okay, so did I beat Chocolate Thunder? I did. But that's not the point of the story, guys. Okay. Anyways, he wouldn't dunk on me. If he dunked on me, he'd win. Of course. Anyways, back to Daryl Dawkins. I said, Daryl, I never see you anywhere but your house, right? And he said, brother, I can't go down to the mall because I can't get out, right? And that was after he retired. And so yeah, he was one of the bigger basketball players back in the day, but he was big in the 70s and 80s, and we were already in the 90s at that point, right? And so maybe even the 2000s, and he still couldn't go to the mall. And he's like this compared to Taylor Swift. Taylor,
yeah.
I mean, look, politicians, which we're gonna get to later, saying that, please, we need extra lines. We're fancier than you. No, get out of here. I love Bernie taking the middle seat when he was running for president, and you have all those pictures of him in the middle seat. No, politicians, you take commercial. Yeah. Okay, but let her go on this. And then the kid tracking her, and I know Elon Musk got super mad at the kid, and he's got a right to do it, and it's legal what he's doing, so you can't shut him down. Having said that, I just don't see what good it does, man. And are there crazy people in the world that could harm Taylor Swift or Elon Musk, right? I got no love for Elon Musk, but do I want you to track all of his emotions? Like sometimes you need it for business meetings or because he affects a lot of things in the world and he's very powerful. Starlink's the main thing, let alone Twitter and all those other things, right? But when folks are tracking people and knowing exactly what their location is, I get uncomfortable. I don't love it. I know they got a right to do it, but I don't love it.
He does like a 2-day delay now.
Oh, he does? Okay, that's way better. Infinitely better, okay.
So if it's out of curiosity and he creates a buffer, I think that's fine.
Yeah, then I agree. Okay, so are we pardoning Taylor Swift here?
We're Team Taylor.
Absolutely, Tay off the hook for sure, because she would get her life is in danger, like from me if I saw her on my flight. You know what I mean? But yeah, all these other schmoes, like who cares? You just don't want to be in first class with the first class plebes. Like even the first class are plebes, too plebe for you. You know, because now they even it was one thing when you had planes where like the real plebes had to pass through first class, and that's when I would legendarily I would save my farts for when I would walk past first class, just crop dust on my way to like 24D or whatever, right? But now they're making, they hate that so much that they're making planes where the exit is like you go left to go first class and then the plebes go right. So there's no, you can't even engage whatsoever. Even that, you can't even, that too much, like, no, I'm just taking my whole ass own plane, all right? And I don't need to be breathing this plebe air. Like, no, thank you. Like, okay, well, the earth gives you a big fat middle finger and good luck when we're all stabbing each other for water in 20 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna needlessly say two last things here. One is for her too, she's got, I think it's if I'm not positive on the numbers, but roughly, like her concert ends and she has 17 hours to get to the Super Bowl and the flight takes 14 hours. So like she's gonna drive right to the airport, get on the private jet, and drive straight to the stadium. She could take a bullet
train.
Well, in Asia she could, in Tokyo she could, but she can't when she gets here.
No.
So she gotta go. But I say that because other than the wild exceptions of Taylor Swift type of people, like guys, what are you doing? Like to Helen's point, first class isn't good enough. Are you kidding me? When I was at MSNBC, the top perk that I had was that they would fly me first class. And I discovered the wonders of warm nuts, which I haven't stopped talking about since then. In first class, they needlessly warm your nuts.
That's so nuts.
I'm not allowed to say anything. It's a PG show, so I won't say anything more about your warm nuts.
Okay.
But I'm glad that you enjoy your nuts warm, Cenk.
I didn't know they warm nuts. I didn't know a nut could be warmed. Wait till the nut allergy folks get a hold of this. Anyway.
And the free socks, and the free eye mask, and the nice comfy blankie. Like I have been upgraded a few times, and now I'm like, oh, I like this. Like for a while I was like borderline communist, and I was like, no, we should. And then I got a taste of the good life, and I was like, I too want warm nuts, and the free socks, and the free eye mask, and the free blankie if you steal it, and you can just go. Zzz, zzz. You can lie all the way back if you want.
I know. Look, so that's my point. That's my point.
So nice.
That's my number one life goal, other than a constitutional amendment to get money out of politics. Besides that, look, man, like my kids, do they really have to go to good schools? Not really, right? Do I really need a big house? I don't need a big house. But first class, that would be. But what's amazing is for all those rich folks, they're like, not good enough. I need my own private jet. Do you, brother? Do you? And the guys that jump to most mind is the preachers. You remember the televangelists who have like the 12 jets, and these guys talk about like, well, you got those demons that are flying, in the commercial airlines. I can't be stuck in there with those demons.
Is that what they said?
Literally what they said. So overall, that class of folks needs to calm down. Other than Taylor Swift, she's pardoned. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We also love it if you hit the join button below, because that makes you a member, and members allow us to be independent, honest. We can be as progressive as we want, no corporate media influence, and that's all because of you guys. We love doing the show with our members. Hit the join button, become one of the Young Turks.